All right, folks, I'm here today doing a search of that home that we're looking for in Englewood. Today I decided to do a little Redfin instead of realtor.com. And here I am zooming in this area where we have different properties. I'm able to get closer by, getting the map and knowing exactly where I'm at as far as the water. So by doing that, I'm able to just look at the water. This is Lemon Bay here, Lemon Bay. So I'm able to just look at the map. This is the Englewood area, and just at a glance, I know like this one right here. This is beyond what we're looking for as far as pricing. This is 550,000. So let's open this one out here for our viewers in case somebody their budget is obviously different to ours. Ours is under 300. So this is really close to the bay. This is Lemon Bay right here. This is no bridge, which is that's amazing. I mean, that's where I would love to be. So you got your home right here. You got the dock, Lemon Bay, and then you go out to the other side and you're in the Gulf. So you're talking what, 5 minutes? 5 minutes and you're out. Um, this is a good deal right here as far as because remember, you're not just paying for the home, you're paying for location. Like that's your number one rule for real estate: location, location, location. So this is a 3-2, 1,354 square feet of construction, and this is where the property is located. And disclaimer, I am not a realtor, nor do I play one on TV. I am that person that's looking for the home. My wife and I are searching in the Englewood area currently because we've done our research and this is what we can afford. We get a lot of value out here and the area is up and coming because it did get hit with a hurricane last year in October. So we're familiar. And we just want to make that, a point because I don't want people thinking this guy's out here trying to, sell this property, and this is not the case. So anyway, let's move on. We're going to go ahead and, hey, let me see here. Where are we? Okay, here. So this is a nice dock, nice wide canal. I like that. Um, Once again, this is $550,000, but you're like really there, close to the bay. Nice pictures, nice landscaping in the back, nice and tidy. Uh, just for footnote, these properties, most of them were all damaged during the hurricane, water intrusion. Most of them, they have to they have to disclose that. So when you're doing your inspection, that has to be in the contract. So by the looks of it, anytime you see homes that are nice and clean like this, all done, redone, that's why. So this home being so close to the bay, I know that they probably went through it already. And folks, don't be afraid of that because the truth is you can do an inspection and they can check for mold and moisture and humidity, all that stuff. So don't worry. Some of these homes that were right there on the bay and there was flooding, they replace all the drywall, they check everything, they fix everything, all the new cabinets, so there's nothing to fear. The only thing I would be concerned about, buying in a place that's low elevation is that it could happen again. But if it was done right and you do your inspection and you get the right people to check your home, there's nothing to worry about. I'll be more concerned about, a reoccurrence, another storm, and then you have, to do this all over again. But on that, I'm not afraid because, for years, the people that live in Florida, especially South Florida, every year we have to be worried about, hurricanes. And I've been all my life in Miami, so I'm familiar and I'm used to that. I'm not going to give up my dream for worrying about what could happen. So anyway, I wanted to share that information. Let's go ahead and go back here. This is one of those properties that I, wanted to look at because it was so close to the bay, but obviously it's beyond, my reach, at least, or my wife and I. So let's keep looking over here. See these all they're in, there's no water. I wouldn't even, obviously even look at those. That's not what we're looking for. This is $2 million. Obviously not something that I'm even going to go there. Let's see here, this one. Let's see what this is all about here. Okay, so this is a nice property. This is the property right here. Wow, look at this. So you got water on this side and you got water on this side. Nice. That's Lemon Bay. That's really sweet. What a sweet looking house. Let's look at the pictures here. Yeah, this is a lot of water, a lot of house, my goodness. So it's a lot of money, but I mean, 698,000. A house like this in the Keys, you're talking north of $4 or $5 million, and I'm not lying. North of $4 or $5 million. If you're like in Key Largo, easily you'll be paying that kind of money, even more. If you're towards the, going towards Key West, like in the middle of the Keys, Marathon, all that, they tend to get a little cheaper because people have to travel further. But I mean, this is a lot of house for the value, for the cost. So let's keep looking over here at the pictures. I'm taken back by, what you get as far as, the value. Look where the house is located. This is Lemon Bay, folks, right here. And if you come out and you go through one of these channels, you're in the Gulf already. So this is like, you're there, I mean, this is amazing what you get, for the money in Englewood. And Englewood is a very nice place, there's a lot of new construction taking place right now, a lot of rebuilds. So, you're looking at, right now is the moment to, to dive in and make that decision, Don't wait till it's all finished and then you have to pay a lot more. We're not ready yet because obviously we just started this search, and I'm not even going to entertain this situation. It's way beyond our budget, so why even bother? But for the viewers that are looking and and this might be for you, like right here, look at this. You see the water, the color of the water right here in the center. That's the deeper water, but right here you can even probably go in there and maybe this is like a little beach area here for you, because you can see the water. It's nice and clear. It's not dark canal water, So I think that's great, If I could afford it, I would definitely go out there and look at this home. But let's see the inside. Well, there it is. That's the price. That's why it's so cheap. Wow, yeah. See, there's still sand in this home. You see the way they cut the drywall? A lot of water got in this home. I know by experience, because we've been out there, my wife and I, we've been looking at homes right there near the Lemon Bay. And according to the data, it was like 4 feet of water. And according to the height that I'm looking at here, this is a little bit higher than 4 feet because you can go by the height of the light switches. If you look at the light switches, if you measure the ones at home, that's like a standard height, it's over 48 inches. So you can tell that according to the way they cut the drywall, because they have to do this for humidity and avoid mold, that's how much water was in the bay. So that's why this house is listed at $698, because of the water intrusion. You want to see this home, honey? See how beautiful it is? But there's so much work. So this home, even if we could afford it, you're looking at possibly having to spend, if you're given look at this house, honey. This is my wife, Janine.
Hello, everyone.
So look at this house, honey. Look at where it's located, and look at the color of the water. Isn't that nice?
Very, very nice.
This is amazing property, amazing piece of property. But then when I stroll down, I started looking at these pictures and look at the destruction, you know. And this is not because the hurricane did this. It's because people, after the hurricane, they had to tear down all this drywall so the property didn't get, you know, full of mold. So, but look at it. See, that's a lot of work. Even if we could afford the house, but you know, you have to fix it. But imagine the potential once it's finished. You're right there in the bay, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think, honey?
It's a nice property. Just to look at, looking at the picture, you can imagine what happened during both hurricanes that this area got in 2024. Oh wow!
It's got a pool, though.
I think it's full of sand or something.
Yeah, there's sand in there.
Yeah.
Not in the pool. That's the color of the pool is like.
It was terrible. It was terrible
Yeah.
what happened there, and that what is one of the reasons that we want to take advantage of that difficult situation that those people got, because we know that there's going to be a lot of opportunities in this coming, the year that is coming, the 2026, is going to be a lot of opportunities, and we are going to take advantage of that in the name of Jesus, and we're going to get a nice property, which is our dream for our retirement. So, but that's a very nice property. It's just sad to see what happened there.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah, look at all the area where you're able to take advantage of the water. You have two humongous pieces of your property that are facing the water. So
Yeah.
I mean, you could have all kinds of stuff. You can have your boat on this corner. You can have some jet skis over here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
They
do all
have a
kinds.
seawall
Yeah,
all around the
yeah. A
very,
seawall.
very nice property.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but imagine the potential when you're done with this property, especially the location. So if you notice on other videos that we have, you notice the color of the water is way different. When you're right on the bay, the color of the water is so different. When you go inland, then you have the brackish water, and there's that darker canal kind of look to the water. But here, since you're closer to the beach and to the inner coastal or the bay, you have that turquoise color, and you're able to see the bottom better. So just a thought, you know. But anyway, like I said, this is not for us, but since we've launched this channel, we want to not only look for the property for us, but we want to also educate our viewers. And you know, you guys are, you know, if you have any suggestions or anything that might come to mind, please feel free to reach out to us, because we are looking in the area, and we have a realtor that we're working with. And once we find a place that we know it's like within our reach, we're going out there. You know, we will jump on our car and we're there in 3 hours. So we'll keep everyone up to date on our search, and just keep an eye on our channel, and please like our contacts, because that's important. You know, we want to know that you guys like what we're doing, and anything that you can suggest, you know. Okay, hon, you want to close up?
Yeah, please subscribe and like our videos.
Take care.